In today's episode, we'll be delving into the application process for dental specialty programs and the Pass and Match platforms. Welcome to the Global Dentist, the show that opens doors for international dentists looking to transition to North America. This is Sadaf, and I'm here with my co host, Rata.
Join us as we explore unique challenges, inspiring stories, and practical advice from dentists who have successfully navigated their journey from practicing overseas to establishing their careers in the United States and Canada.
Whether you are a US trained dentist or a foreign trained, if you want to apply for any dental specialty in the US, including AEGD and GPR programs, you need to do so through the ADEA Pass website. The postdoctoral application support service, short form will be PASS, is designed to streamline the application process. Think of it as a one stop shop for all the specialty programs, fellowship programs, and higher educations in dentistry.
That's right. Actually, PASS website helps you to simplify the application process. So through the PASS, you can apply to all programs that you want to. You have to gather all your information. So PASS has different sections such as your personal information, your education history, and also dental school transcripts and all results of the exams that you took. And also there are places for letter of recommendations. However, there are five letter of the recommendation that you can upload them, but there are three that they are required. And also you can upload your personal statements that Sadaf would talk about it more.
So, once the applicants have filled out their application, their personal information, educational background, a statement of purpose, and all that stuff, they can select the programs that they are interested in and submit the applications through the pass to each of the programs that they want. For international applicants, you are going to need also your TOEFL score and your ECE or WES credential evaluations. And you can submit those through the pass itself as well. So it has a section that will give you a direct link to, for example, the TOEFL website, and through there you can order everything electronically. So you don't need to have paper copies, or you don't need to submit each, like order separate TOEFL scores and EC evaluations for each program. You just order one copy electronically that will go to Pass, and Pass will then distribute it to all the programs that you're planning to apply.
Perfect. There's something that I want to highlight it first, that some programs require you to like send your EC report directly to them. Be sh- just be sure that you are gonna check their website and also double check everything, because sometimes there are like requirements for a specific school that they want you to send your maybe IMBD result or something like that. And also each program that you're applying through PASS, you have a place for uploading your personal statement. So there's something that usually we see people are missing, that you should write your personal statement specific to that program. If you check our previous episode, you've seen that we talk about how you should write your personal statements. Like you have to mention why you're applying to that program, to that specific program, and also to that school. So you can write about their courses, their like faculties, the digital dentistry that they have. You can search and Google about that school and talk to their like alumni and also students to write that part for yourself. And also, don't forget that each school has specific deadlines. Sometimes students think that, okay, if I'm applying through PASS, so it doesn't matter, and they have one deadline for all the schools. Double check them to not miss those deadlines.
So it doesn't mean that because all programs you're applying to them through Pass that they're all going to have the same deadline. So make sure to take a note of when is the deadline for each program so you don't miss it. In addition to that, some programs might ask you for some additional documentation. For example, it could be a small separate application that's specific to only that program that you have to fill out. Or they can ask you some short questions that most of the time relates to your soft skills or critical thinking skills, and they will ask you to explain that in like a short paragraph or in a short essay. I remember one of the questions that I got as part of my supplemental application was, what was the hardest patient that you've ever dealt with in your like professional life, and how did you manage that case? Or if you face a problem in the clinic, what do you do? If you have a problem with your coworker, what do you do? Things like that.
I know that filling past application is so stressful, and sometimes we might have many questions and we don't know how to get the answer. be sure that you can contact them and also ask any question that you have from past website. You can call them and also email them. They constantly answer you back. Like during my application process, I was worried about my TOEFL score. I emailed them and they constantly just handle everything for me and it was done. So make sure to reach out to them if you have any problem or you have faced any issues.
Many applicants, especially foreign trained applicants, get confused between pass and match. They think that they're the same thing, or they think that they need to do either one or the other. That's not the case. So these are two separate platforms. So let's see what Match does. Match is a service that comes as part of the pass process for some schools. So, for example, imagine that you're applying to ortho. When you apply to the different schools, some of them will participate in match while the others might not participate in match. So you need to check the schools that you're applying to and you're getting interviews from to see if they are participating in match or not, because if they do, then you need to register for the match separately. What match does is that after you have applied and you have gone to your interviews, the cycle of match will open, and then you will rank the programs that you've interviewed at from your most favorite to your least favorite. In return, the programs will do the same thing about the applicants that they have interviewed. Then the matching algorithm will work, and depending on these selections, it will match you to the program that's most compatible to you. So that is what Match does. It's a separate service from the Pass, and you might need to register to the Match service as well and participate in Match, or you might not if the program that you're applying to does not use Match.
Until now, we have opened our past website and application. We got our match code from Match website, and now you should know that there are two phases for Match based on the program that you're applying. So we have phase one and phase two. Each of them they have their own dates, they have own ranking and everything. So for applicants, they want to apply for ortho, perio, and also pros and Canadian GPR. You will apply for the match phase one. So it doesn't matter which phase are you applying, you are getting your match code like together because you're applying through pass. Some school would require you to like put your match code when you're applying. And then we have our phase two that is for program like AGD, PDO, US GPR, and also MFS. And by then you can like for phase two you can rank your schools till about December 9, I think, till the end of December, and the result would be on January 17th. For phase one, you will start your ranking on October 28th this year, and also you will get your result on November 22nd. So just be sure that we just get it that we have two phases, and also based on the phase that you're applying, you would get your result based on that.
Keep in mind that these dates are for 2024. Each year, the dates are around the same time, but the exact date changes. So if you're listening to this next year or watching the video next year, make sure to check for the year that you're applying to see the dates. Also, note that most endo programs do not participate in match, and they will usually announce the acceptances much earlier. I think around July, August, and the participants that want to apply for endo programs, most of them don't have to wait for the matching process and then for the match results to come out. So make sure that you check that if you're applying for endo.
So exactly, not all programs that you're applying they participate in match. Even like residencies such as PEDS, AGD, not all of them participate in match. Sometimes you may apply even to different specialties, and you might get your offer before match day. So just be sure that which programs are in match and which are not.
Yeah, I remember that when I was applying, I applied to about I think six AGD programs, and of all those, only UConn was participating in match. So I heard back from all the other five programs way before the match day. So just know about the program.
Is there any way how should people just manage that because you would get your offers before match day? Should you wait till match, or is there anything here?
It's tough. It's very tough, actually. If you don't get any acceptances, well, then there's no decision that you have to make. But if you do get an acceptance before the match day and your favorite program is the one that's match, then it's going to be very tough. Um, I think you just sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. You can reach out to the programs. The programs that participate in match are not legally allowed to tell you if they are ranking you high or not, before the match results come out. So they're if you talk to the program director, they're not allowed to tell you, oh yeah, we are definitely going to rank you or things like that. But if you talk to them, they might be able to guide you through how to make that decision. So I would say if you get stuck in that dilemma, if you get the results back from one program and you like the program, you already have a sure offer from that program, it can be very hard to let go. But if your priority is the program that does participate in match and you know that you have to wait a few more months for that, reach out to the program director and discuss that decision with them. They might be able to guide you through how to make that decision, even though they're not able to directly tell you what to do or what to expect. They can offer you some guidance. But in general, you cannot hold on to a program until the match day, because most of the programs that don't participate in match release their results way sooner, like two, especially if you're participating in phase two, like age for AGD programs, it could be 2 or 3 months before the match results come out that you hear from the other programs. So they are not gonna be okay with waiting for you for 3 months to make up your mind. You will either have to take that leap of faith and reject that program and wait for your match, or take that opportunity and withdraw from match.
The reason that this situation is really challenging is that we have some rule for match. Actually, if you match to a program, that matching process binds you to a program. So you cannot just decline the offer easily. And if you get matched and you change your mind and you just reject the match, the next cycle you are not allowed to participate in match again for residency. In match website, actually, we have some rules for denying or deferring the program. You can find the scenarios that they are noted in the website, like sometimes people might have problem with their visa, or maybe the process that they are gonna have, maybe they have some personal issues. Both parts of this matching, like you and also the program that you got matched, they should be like agreed to defer that program, and you should send your application to match again to match, accept or deny your applicant application. So it's really hard. Be sure that you want that program and then rank them, because if you cannot tell them that, okay, I don't like that program, because you already have ranked them in your list. So just make sure that you're ranking the programs that you want to be.
Yeah, apart from that, if you don't get matched, don't get disappointed. There's a process called post match, which goes back to schools that have extra capacity. So let's say a program takes 6 residents, they have matched four, now they have two empty spots that are not filled, they haven't matched with any other resident. So sometimes what schools do is that they make these two seats available in the post match process, which is the same day of the match result. So you need to be prepared even before the match results come out. You need to be prepared for the post match for the schools that you think that you want. You must have already applied to the school. So the school that you're applying through post match needs to already have your application package with them. You cannot just apply through post match to a school that you have not applied to at all. But make sure that you have your emails ready. So as soon as it's match day morning and you realize that unfortunately you have not matched anywhere, you can check the programs that have those capacities open and send your request to them and show interest that you would like to participate in post match. You would like to have a second chance. And sometimes they can give you a quick interview on the same day. And by the end of the day, they might tell you if you are accepted into their program as part of the post match or not. Have you heard about anyone that has gotten accepted through?
Actually, when I was checking YouTube for videos about interviews and the question that they are asking, I found some videos that people got matched on their post match. They had like drafts of emails like sending to their program directors that they've applied, and maybe they didn't even get interviews from them, but they had in their drafts. So if, like, unfortunately, if they didn't get matched, they can email them. But you should be super fast because there are many programs that they would, like, if you don't get matched, a match website, it would just show every program that they have post match. So you should be super fast because those, most of them, they would be finished on the first day. So I've seen that the people, but not international one. I see many US graduated dentists that they got offers after post match. I know some schools they might have post match, like in Pete's. I can remember that, like this year when I got matched, I've seen the list from other people that they didn't get matched. And like Boston University had positions for post match like Pete's. So you should be super fast. I know it's so sad, but usually we should have our plan B too.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I personally did not even know that I could apply through Postmatch when I applied for my program. So I guess thank God that I did get matched. Otherwise, I would just be sitting at home and doing nothing. But make sure that if you don't get matched, send your emails as soon as possible, and hopefully you'll get an interview and you'll get an acceptance on the same day, which can be extra fun. So to wrap up, if you are considering to apply to a dental specialty program, you need to do so through PASS. The application has already started. It started during the last week. So I suggest that you get your documents together as soon as possible and submit your applications. We do get a lot of questions about people that are like, we just arrived to the US, we still haven't taken our IMBDE, or we still haven't taken our TOEFL. The program's deadlines are until like September, October. Why can't we apply later? Why do you emphasize so much on applying early? It's not like you cannot apply later. Well, yes, the deadline is September, October for a lot of programs, but the sooner that you apply, it just shows your intention better, and it shows that you have been prepared for this. So it's a very huge plus for the programs to see that you have been one of the first people that has submitted a complete application package. But that doesn't mean that if you're starting late, you should miss a whole cycle and not apply at all. Still apply, just know that your chances might be a little less. On another note, make sure to check all the programs that you're applying to see if they participate in match. If they do, you need to get your match code, as Rata said, and wait until the match cycle opens based on whether you're applying for a phase one program or a phase two program, so you can submit your rankings and hopefully.
Talking about the questions that we get from our listeners, there's something that usually people ask: can we match to two different programs? Actually, not. Like, I see people that they are asking us, can we apply like both ortho in phase one and peds to phase two? If you got matched in phase one, you cannot rank any orders on phase two, so you can just, you can just be matched to one program. Even if you're ranking just like one specialty, like for just peds, you can just be matched to one program. Even if like other programs rank too high, it doesn't matter, you will just match to the first program that program ranked you to. So uh, just have that on your mind. And also, if you want to get more ideas about how the past website works, there is a 45-minute video about past that we are going to have it the link. Just check it out and find more information about past process.
All right. As always, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching this video, or leave a comments and review on your favorite podcast platform if you are listening to this episode. That will really help us grow and reach out to more global dentists around the world. And we'll see you next time.